Triple G, he's older now, but I can give Triple G a run for his money.
Oh, God.
Are you delusional?
What the f is going on,
bro,
with people allowing biological men to compete against women? I mean, out of all the sensitive I'm a pretty sensitive person. I'm pretty open-minded, but
if you ever train with a woman, if you ever like train with, like, so you know Gabby Garcia, that
sure, I
trained with her once, and I was like, before we trained, I was like, told the coach, like, dude, am I gonna have to f this chick up? Because she's bigger than
she's huge,
and I was like, am I gonna have to f
and she's on all the Mexican supplements.
It's probably bigger than this fucking can. You know, I'm like, am I gonna have to f this chick up? And he starts laughing. I'm rolling with her, and then she was just weak, like she just felt like a fat chick.
Yeah. Well,
and after that, I was like, oh fuck.
There's a weird thing going on in this culture with gender.
30 women fighting you in a ring. You think you could beat them? Like, how many women until it's too much for you? If you had to knock and you were knocking them out.
That's crazy. I've never been asked this question or even thought about it. Do you know who Amanda is? Nunez?
Yes.
Okay. The greatest women fighter that ever has lived. She was a teammate, good friend of mine for a long time, 7-8 years. Obviously, we saw what she would do to all the women. And in sparring, she would more or less could handle most of the girls. But if we got a guy that was from the UFC, bottom of the barrel, like a 2-2 guy or maybe 0-1 guy, they would have to tell that guy not to go full blast, to go with a man and spawn. So I don't mean to sound
I agree with
I'm
you.
about to sound, but if the girls don't know what they're doing, the number could be infinite.
So apparently this guy here was only 15 years old when this happened, so he was a boy and he made it look easy, which is why it's so important that they keep men and women separate in combat sports, in all sports, but especially combat sports. This proves it. But you see all this crazy stuff that they're trying to push, trying to say that women can compete with men. It's not true, and it's actually dangerous. It's getting to some people's heads. Check this out. This is female boxer Claressa Shields and her thoughts on fighting a man.
They always say, oh, you know, a woman can't beat a man. I spar with men. And I mean, I drop men. I bust men nose. I beat men up all the time.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, it's weird. Like if I was to say like which is the guy I think I could beat up, I think I could beat up Keith Thurman.
Really?
I really do. I think I could beat up Keith Thurman, even though you know they like, oh, you know he beat Sean Porter. I think I could beat Sean Porter too.
Alright, so that's Claressa Shields, and you could say she is probably the best female boxer of all time at this point. Her accomplishments are incredible, so massive respect to her because what she's achieved in her career is amazing. But let's get back to reality. There's no way she can compete with this guy here. She probably couldn't even compete with the top 20 male boxers, let alone someone like Keith Thurman, who was the unified welterweight world champion from 2015 to 2019, knocking everybody out, knocking men out. Now there's a reason women do not compete in men's boxing, because men have a huge advantage, biological advantage over women. So although she is an incredible boxer, let's keep it real. Look at her highlights. Yes, she looks good. Now compare these highlights to Keith Thurman.
Sean Porter. Sean Porter. Thurman coming back with a couple of... And you know, Porter is done. Porter walks right into that left hand.
And again, the counter left hook.
Minute left in the fourth frame. Happy exchange. Porter's knee buckled after that.
These guys, they backed each other up. This fight went back and forth, very close. In the end, Keith Thurman walks away with the unanimous decision.
Right, so yeah, she has no chance. She then went on to say she thinks she can give Golovkin a run for his money. Golovkin, known for his exceptionally powerful and precise punching, balance and methodical movement inside the ring. With a streak of 23 knockouts that span from 2008 to 2016, he holds the highest knockout to win ratio, 88.1%, in middleweight championship history. He's also said to have one of the most durable chins in boxing history, having never been knocked down or otherwise stopped in a total of 395 fights, 45 as a professional and 350 as an amateur. Right, so let me play a little introduction of Golovkin for those of you who don't know who he is. Then I'll play what she said about Golovkin, and then I'll show you some highlights of Golovkin, and then you'll get to see just how delusional she really is.
0.9 pounds. As a professional, also a perfect record. 35 fights, 35 victories, including 32 wins by knockout, including 22 consecutive KOs, and he has KO'd every opponent he's faced over the last 8 years. This Olympic medalist from Karaganda, Kazakhstan, is the reigning, defending, undefeated, universally recognized, true middleweight champion of the world, Gennadievich Golovkin, a.k.a.
Triple G, he's older now, but I can give Triple G a run for his money.
Oh, God.
Power for power isn't a question, because what is boxing? Boxing is a sweet science. It's not about strength. You know, it's not about strength, because people were saying Christina Hammer was stronger than me. They were saying all these girls were stronger than me, but did you not see the head movement that I had during the fight? See the defense, the offense, the traps I set. If I was to get in there with a man, I would do a lot more of that. And I do have some power. I'm not going to say I'm stronger than them, but if I set up the right shot with the right timing.
So yeah, she's pretty delusional. Now check this out. This is a video that got leaked a few weeks ago of her sparring a man. And before we run the clip, this is the guy she's sparring. I don't even want to try and pronounce that name, but 6 wins with only 2 knockouts and 1 loss by knockout. But let's see what happened when he sparred Claressa Shields.
Yes. Oh!
No, but the guy I sparred, he was like a little Russian hater. He took the patent out of his gloves. I had whooped his ass on a Monday, and his coach wanted to spar again on Thursday. But he caught me, but he didn't have no patent in his gloves. He know exactly who he is.
That's cap.
About being dropped, but what I will say is, when a try to cheat me, you got me up. And yes, I ran to my car and I grabbed my knife and I was going to cut Derek Santos.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Guess who stopped me? Coach John, because I would slice his old ass up, because don't ever cheat again.
So yeah, she got knocked out, and then she claimed that he took the padding out, and then the guy responded on Instagram saying, "You're talking shit, that never happened." And they had the video for like 5 years, and they never posted it out of respect. But apparently he was going easy on her, and then she started really trying to put it on him and started fouling and talking shit. And he was like, "Well, why are you doing this? Because we're here to help you as a sparring partner. What do you want me to do?" And then someone said, "Punch her back. She's a multi-time champion. She's a big girl. She can handle it." So the second he started putting it on her properly, she got knocked out. Then years later, she kept on talking shit, trying to say she can beat all these men. So the video got leaked, and then she started making up all these rumors about they took the padding out, which is funny because after they sparred, apparently they even gave her the gloves afterwards. So yeah, it doesn't really make sense, does it?
So many people were calling me a bigot because of this Fallon Fox thing. It was stunning because it was so confusing to me. I'm like, I'm talking about defending a biological woman. Like, these biological women, at least 2 of them, got the fuck beaten out of them by Fallon Fox before they found out that she used to be a man. I'm like, that's not an issue to these people? And so this one woman said, she's always been a woman. And I said, okay. She impregnated a woman and got her pregnant. I go, what about then? She goes, even then.
Yeah, well,
so even then, she was a woman. She was a woman when she was fucking a woman with her dick and getting that woman pregnant. Like, we are in fantasy land.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've been dreaming of becoming the top female swimmer for 1 year, but getting here wasn't easy.
It's hard to believe that this is like real.
That Leah Thomas being a male collegiate swimmer and
yeah,
then becoming a female swimmer is real? Yeah. How is this real? How is this not just like a fucking parody of real life?
Okay, that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for all the support and Happy New Year to all of you. 2024, let's get it. Thanks, honestly, guys, for all this support. It's insane. What are we going to say? What? Road to 100k 2024? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, if you like the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Be delusional. If you don't believe that you are, think that you are. Once you repeat so many times a thing in your head, it's gonna literally come into your life. There is no other way.
You can rest now. You made a great job today. Be proud of yourself. You're the bullshit. You could have done better today. Someone forgot that he was his family's last hope. He needs to get back on track before it's too late. Do you want to remain a loser? A lazy shit who can't even stand to run a few miles? Do you want to tell your son, Dad didn't make it because he quit and was too lazy?
75 years. That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years. 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it? Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears, the part of you that loves instead of hates.